Yeah. Scream 7 is. There's your spoiler review. Enough said.
Look how they massacred my boy.
All right, in all seriousness, let's talk about a few things. We'll get to the ending soon, which was by far my least favorite thing about this movie. But if you're watching this, you probably know the premise. We got Neve Campbell back as Sidney Prescott. Good job to her. She's living under the radar. She's married. She's got 3 kids. Her oldest daughter is the same age she was when this all started. And her past comes back to haunt her in the form of Ghostface and maybe someone she knew from the past. So as far as building up suspense and trying to guess who the killer is, one thing I thought would have been cool. So you know the really weird kid, the weird strange one in the movie? One that's obsessed with Sydney and her background and slasher films, specifically the stab films. Well, yeah, I was like, he kind of looks like Stu. What if Stu did live, was in an insane asylum, found a lover and had a kid? So I'm like, this wife who's saying her husband's gone, he was abusive. So weird kid's mom, played by Anna Camp, her name's Jessica, she's talking about her abusive ex-husband, how he's gone. I'm like, you know, maybe this is Stu's lover and her and her son want to get revenge on what Sydney did to Stu. And maybe the kid's actually 30 and just pretending to be younger because, I mean, heck, they always cast older people to be teenagers in these movies anyways.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Why couldn't this person fake it? Maybe Stu is dead. Either way, that was one route. I'm like, that would be interesting. Seems a little obvious. I don't care if it's obvious. Would have been much better than what they did. Needless to say, I was wrong. About one of the characters at least. And then you're there guessing in the movie, oh, is it the best friend? Is it the boyfriend? I mean, this movie's about nostalgia, but Ghostface kills all of them. Ghostface kills the best friend, McKenna Grace. Good thing she's in everything nowadays. Her other friend, even her boyfriend gets murdered, and I'm like, okay, they definitely didn't fake that. It's not the boyfriend. And at that point, they've already killed basically the whole circle around Tatum, Sydney's daughter, and I'm like, okay, are they wanting me to be like impressed? Like, oh, now you really have no idea who it is. Well, who it was. I just feel bad for Neve Campbell. I mean, you came back for this. I guess you got a good paycheck. That's great. And this is the biggest box office weekend in the franchise. I'd argue probably not with inflation, but either way, did good. I imagine it's going to drop off big time after this weekend, though. Before we get to the killers and that terrible ending, the kills in this movie, like, I don't need it to be crazy gory. And I'd say this movie got more gory than past films. I don't know. The last 2, I guess, did up it a little bit. This is a perfect example of more violence and gore doesn't equal quality. I mean, the only kills I think that were decent was the 2 tourists at the very beginning who stay at the Stu Mocker Airbnb. I mean, those were good. They were fun. It was spooky. And then McKenna Grace's death. It's a callback to Scream 2, which was all right, I guess, because they're in theater. She's hoisted up on the ropes. I don't know theater. I don't know what you would call that equipment. But then Ghostface comes out and she's swinging back and forth and he slices her leg, arm, and then just completely disembowels her, which it's pretty gross. And, you know, I was like, okay, that's kind of a wild kill. And then after that, just lazy. And don't get me started on bringing back characters from past movies. I mean, Gail Weathers, played by Courtney Cox. And then we got twins, Mindy and Chad. It's like they brought all of them in just to be like, yo, this is a Scream movie. Here's characters before. All right, move on. I like Mindy and Chad in the last 2 films, but in this one, they're just useless. Like, 100% useless. They don't help in any way at all. All right, now for the big twist. So a third of the way into the movie, you know, we have Ghostface reveal that some crazy guy from the loony bin, sorry, that's rude, from the mental institution, but he seems pretty loony. He killed 3 people 30 or 20 years ago or something. Gail Weathers hits him with her car. They unmask him, and it's like, oh, we're a third into the movie. We found out who it is. Honestly, if they had stopped there, still a better twist. I mean, it's not even a twist, but it's just a crazy guy. I can believe that more than I believed what they did. So, like I said, I was right about one of the killers. It was not Anna Camp's son, the one who's totally just into Sydney's past and slasher films, but it was his mom, Jessica, played by Anna Camp. I guess I should call her Jessica. And she was only in like 2 scenes, maybe 3, maybe like 2 minutes total. So already right there, it's annoying because it doesn't feel like that big of a twist. But here's what's even better. There's a second, or I guess third, since they killed the first one in the beginning. There's a third killer. And it's a worker from the mental institution, played by Ethan Embry. And his name is Marco. So we got Marco and Jessica. And Marco, we meet once for maybe 20 or 30 seconds once. And he makes you think Stu was alive. He doesn't know his name is Stu, but he sees a picture of Stu and says, oh yeah, that's so-and-so. He got checked out a few weeks ago. And I mean, that was annoying at the time. I'm like, you already gave away Stu. This is so dumb. Too easy. No, it wasn't Stu. It was this guy. His motive was, hey, this Jessica lady's hot. She killed her husband. He's gone. Guess I'll go help her kill some people.
Right.
And Jessica's motive is this, literally, this, I'll try to reenact, paraphrase basically what she said. Sydney, I looked up to you. I read your book and you know, I got the nerve to kill my husband and free myself from abuse. But then you disappeared, Sydney. You went off the radar and you're the final girl. I needed you as an example. So I'm helping you become the final girl again, Sydney, by killing you in front of your daughter. Okay, I guess this movie really is made for like middle school or young teenagers, because what? You know, the director, Kevin Williamson, and the screenwriter and producer and whoever else was there, what were they drinking? What were they smoking? They're just all there like, yeah, dude, this twist is gonna blow people away, you know? Like, if we only show these two people, like, for a moment, they'll never suspect it. You're right, we didn't. And it made for a really lame twist. Simply, this movie sucked. Which is really unfortunate after how good the last two were. And also, the other big thing that I really didn't like, not as much as the finale. The finale is by far the worst, but you're going to use Matthew Lillard like this? The legendary, iconic moment of him returning is this? I mean, I guess they can still use him in the future, which is fine, but I imagine they won't because it would just feel kind of, I don't know, too repetitive to have him actually back, but maybe the 8th one will fix it. I don't know. Let me down, Scream. Well, this movie is definitely flushable. Bye-bye. Good riddance.